Hello, we are at Java 1 2010. I'm here with Ohan Voss. Hello Ohan, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, how are you?
Excellent. Tell me what brings you to Java 1?
Well, it's I think the 12th or the 13th time that I'm coming to Java 1, and it's every year it's pretty exciting to hear the new announcements and to see people that you're working on for about the whole year without seeing them. You're reading their blogs, you're following their activities, and finally you can meet them here. So that's every year it's very nice to meet those people and to hear their talks.
Very cool. And I hear you had a few talks on JavaFX and GlassFish as well.
Yeah, well actually the work that I'm doing recently combines JavaFX and GlassFish. What I'm mainly working at recently is a library for connecting the JavaFX front end with the GlassFish application server. There are lots of nice demos out there for JavaFX, but what's really important I think for JavaFX to take over is a connection with the enterprise. And the library that I started to write in an open source project is called RedFX, and it allows JavaFX developers to easily connect to enterprise systems and to use messaging, to call web resources and so on. And so the client part of this library is in JavaFX, and the server part is in Java Enterprise 6, and we are running it on GlassFish.
Oh, that's a very deadly combination. JavaFX on the client, Java EE 6 and GlassFish on the server side. So you said RedFX is your library name?
Yeah, that's the code name for the project. So it's redfx.org.
Okay.
Contains the code and the documentation and so.
Okay. And how's the experience with GlassFish so far?
Well, very well. It's one of the reasons that I choose the GlassFish for development of RedFX is that, of course, it's a reference implementation of Java EE 6, so it contains all the latest specifications. It contains the reference implementation of all the specs that we need for this library. So that's very important. But it's not. Actually, GlassFish is more than just a reference implementation. It's a first-class application server. It's an open-source application server with many contributions from outside Oracle, and the quality is very good. Scalability is enormous, and I really like the code, and one of the advantages of GlassFish is that you have access to the code. And it's often when I have a problem that I have to dive into the code, and with GlassFish it's very easy to deep dive into the code. And lots of respect for those people who wrote the code because it's very clever.
Thank you. So you were also telling me earlier about that you had a deployment of this for one of the elections that happened in your country recently.
Yeah, we had we use another open source library that we developed at Plojon, which is called the DALI Core, and this one is about connecting users, content, permissions to the enterprise. And we used this in a project for the elections in the Netherlands, in Belgium, and in Ukraine. One of the major requirements was that it should be scalable as hell. We had a few 100,000 requests a second. Or even much more because, we had a few 100,000 people in 1 hour that completed the survey, so they did about 40 requests for one user, so you can count yourself. It's pretty high load. So we did this on the GlassFish 3, on the Amazon EC2 infrastructure, and yeah, scalability is enormous. It's performance is good, and it scales also very well, so that's one of the other good things about GlassFish.
So you said scalability as hell, and GlassFish very well matched that criteria.
Oh yeah, definitely, and this was even before the 3.1, so before the cluster support. But just by adding more GlassFish instances and making them connect to, for example, the same data source, that scales very well as well. Now, I'm very excited to try this on the new GlassFish 3.1, which contains the clustering. It should even be it's mainly going to be easier to manage. So I'm really looking forward to the final release of 3.1.
Very cool. So people can download your JavaFX library at redfx.org, and they can find out about the Blogon library on your blog.
Yeah, we're in the process of making both the RedFX library as the DALI core library parts. We're trying to make add-ons for GlassFish so that people can go to the update center and they just click, I want to have this RedFX library, or I want to have this DALI core library, and then they can enhance it, or they can do their own development based on it. So in the GlassFish update center, we're talking with Alexei about this on how it can be easily distributed to the GlassFish users.
Very cool. Thank you for all your help for Java EE 6 and GlassFish and JavaFX. And hope you're having a great Java 1.
You're very welcome. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.